Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I just watched Return to Silent Hill, which is directed by Christoph Gans and stars Jeremy Irvine and Hannah Emily Anderson. This film is based on the popular game Silent Hill 2 by the popular video developer Konami. Now, just to give you a little background on it, Christopher Gans returns to shoot another one of these Silent Hill movies. He did the first one, which is a film I actually did quite like. It's I played the first game, I really enjoyed it. I never made it through to completion or anything. So I'm a very casual gamer when it came to playing it all those years ago. So I'm not going to be like the super fans who know everything about it. So I'm not that precious to it. But what I really like about this sort of the game and what they develop into the film is the imagery, the design of it all, the fact that it's a ghost town. So now let's dive properly into the review of Return to Silent Hill. What did I think of it? First thing I really did like is they brought back, like as I did with the first one, I like they made it feel like you were playing the video game again. By the angles they chose, the POVs, it really made you feel like when they were going into the sleepy town of Silent Hill, that you were going along with them for that ride, for the experience. I loved all that. And the music again, it brought that element to it, that vibe. I thought the performances were quite good. There was nothing that really shone about them, but nothing to really really pick it. It wasn't actually a big cast, it was a very small cast, and I think that was to the detriment of the movie a little bit, because this film only sort of clocks in at about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes, and I felt like it could have been over after about an hour, and that's because there's not really a lot of story, there's not really a lot of plot there. There's a lot of cool imagery, a lot of scary imagery, but not enough to really sort of hang all that together and keep you along for the journey, along for the ride throughout the film. I never considered these films scary, but I like the dark imagery of them. I quite liked the story to start with. To be honest, the longer it got on, I really started to get really quite confused. Some of it, I don't want to sort of spoil it for anyone who's going in completely fresh. I don't really want to sort of talk about his relationship with Silent Hill, etc., because for some people that might be a nice, quite surprise, when you've watched the movie for the very first time. But when it was doing things that I found slightly confusing, I thought, okay, that ties to what's going on there. But then, like I said, the longer it went on, I really did start to have questions, and I've still got those questions now. I think if I watch this film again, some of those things that did confuse me might make more sense, but I did prefer the clarity of the first one. The first one was the first film I'm talking about. It was a lot more straightforward. But just to speak again to the imagery in the film, those certain characters that they always run into. You've got the people that walk around when they're not using their arms, and they spit out the acid or whatever that is. I always like to see them. They're good to see Pyramid Head again. Something I didn't even know about when I watched the first film is he wasn't in the first game. I never made it through the game enough to know he was in the film or not in that film, and I think it annoyed a lot of people when they watched that first film that he showed up in it. But I get why they did that, because he's quite an iconic character to this series, and as I said, it was nice to see him in this one again. I think the best takeaways from this film is the atmosphere and how it kind of repeats that same feeling, that video game feeling, as what the first one did. But on the negative sides, I found the story got more and more confusing. I felt the pacing did struggle at times, and for a film that was only an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes, whatever it was, as I already said, it could have been a lot shorter because there wasn't enough characters or story to justify the runtime. Now let's get into the rating of the film. For me, I found this film watchable. I didn't think it was anything particularly very good, but I didn't think it was anything really that bad. Now, some people might come into this and think this is terrible, but not me. I got what I wanted out of the film in that the atmosphere. The atmosphere was the main thing I wanted from a film like this. I wasn't expecting anything too much from it, and yeah, I think watchable is just about right for me. First one's still by far the best film. This is definitely the second best one. The second movie, Revelations, is absolutely terrible. Avoid that like the plague. But that's my review of Return to Silent Hill. So what did you think of the movie, or have you not seen it yet? Are you planning on seeing it? I know a lot of people didn't even know this film was coming out. But whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below. As always guys, if you made it this far in the video, do leave us a like and subscribe. and you can check out my other playlists, which include other movie reviews, movie attractions, movie locations, movie rankings, and lots more. I want to thank you again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.